What's up? This is a review of the album Soul Recall by the band Rude. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so just turn it down a bit. Rude are a death metal band from the United States. They sound a lot like, you could say maybe Death, or even like Obituary kind of comes true. Just old school sounding death metal. These guys aren't fucking new school brutal death metal. They're not fucking Wigger Slam, whatever the fuck people call that shit. These guys are like old school raw death metal. And seeing as they're from Berkeley, Berkeley, California, they're coming from a good musical background. These guys originally started out as a band called Forsaker, which was like basically really raw thrash metal, and then just moved into death metal, which is kind of like, you know, a natural move for an old school death metal band. And if you do like the Leprosy album by Death, you'll probably enjoy this, or even like a Spiritual Healing album. So their previously released material is the Haunted demo, which I think I will upload in full. I might just have to message the band about that. I will do a review of the demo also, but this is my review so far. So yeah, Soul Recall, released May 30th, 2014. Let me just get right into the review. Haunted. This song is just fucking heavy as shit. The opening just smacks you with double bass, as you can hear, and it sounds fairly old school. And it just has that like almost like ripping out your vocal cords, like death metal vocals, where it's just screamed at you, like shouted at you, not fucking like down gutturals like fucking Slam has, but just like almost shouted at you in like the throes of death. It's so fucking heavy, and it's just raw as fuck. It's a lot rawer than most death metal bands seem to be nowadays. Then the song In Thy Name, double bass just kicks it right off, brings you right into the heaviness, and it does remind me a lot of Obituary, and just great riffs overall. Early Obituary, mind you. The third track, Memorial, this just comes in blasting your fucking head off, and it makes this whole album sounds like it could have been released in 1990. For fuck's sakes. And the album just melds together at points. Like, sometimes you forget what track you're listening to, and it does like get a little tiny bit boring, but I'm not saying that like it's bad at all. Like, sometimes you're like, this track might be maybe a minute or two like too long, but sometimes I always feel like that with death metal. Like, a track could be shortened a bit. Like the Memorial track is 7 minutes and 20 seconds, so could have been shortened a bit, but still great. Then the title track, Soul Recall. The double bass just blows the song into another level, and I gotta say, the drums on this album are just fucking there. They're not too like mind-blowing, but they're fucking, when they're great, they're fucking great. And the vocals on this track are deep as hell, and every riff is just a money riff. Like, I find a lot of the riffs on this album are really just catchy as fuck, and just really like just perfect for what these guys are aiming for. And then the track entitled Forsaker, it's just hectic as fuck and grimy as shit. Like, it's just like a dirty, raw sound to it that sounds just great for this album. I'm surprised to see these guys have had this album up for a year now, although a year and a half, and there's yet to be a review on Metal Archives for these guys. I can't see how. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Then there's Conjuring of Fates. Opens with a more melodic sound, and then after the intro just goes into a fucking torrent of like death sounding vocals, like Chuck Schuldiner death vocals, like. And like I said, this song reminds me of Leprosy, and it is 8.5 minutes long. But seeing as like this track is so goddamn good, that's fine. Then we get to the track. We get to the track Last of Us. Average, but still in the vein of like the rest of the album. Just like, you know, good sound, but like not that, like, you know, crazy. Then we get to the last track, Internal Ascension. This is a awesome track, and again, like the ass end of this album, like the last 3 tracks are like basically Leprosy like recalls for me. Like I can just hear Leprosy coming through, and just great tracks overall. My favorite 2 tracks on this album are Soul Recall and Conjuring of Fates. Those are just great tracks. And overall, this 43-minute album is not too long, seeing that it's 8 tracks, so the 5 minutes per track, pretty good length. And this is out on FDA Records. I know Ed Vedder or Infidel Amsterdam has mentioned that label a fair bit, and I'd be surprised if he hasn't heard of these guys. And also, like, seeing as this is not like underground shit, like I've seen these guys' names come up a few times in and around, so I'm really surprised that these guys aren't a lot bigger. So yeah, the artwork on this album, I gotta say, the artwork is old school looking as fuck. Like, it just reminds me of fucking, I don't know, like fucking Demolish, like not in the color scheme, but like the way the art is like drawn up. It's just really old looking, and the logo is fucking awesome. Like, that logo is so goddamn patch or sticker worthy, and so is the artwork. Like, I can see that on a patch so easily. So yeah, these guys are fucking awesome. Great old school sounding death metal. If you like old school sounding death metal and you're into Pestilence, Death, Morbid Angel, Asphyx, Autopsy, you're gonna find some great shit. And if you're into Skeletal Remains, you'll enjoy these guys. And yes, I am looking at the similar artists from Metal Archives, because I know, like, these guys remind me of fucking Pestilence. They remind me especially of Autopsy at times too. So yeah, if you want to check out some good old school death metal, these guys are the fucking band that you want to listen to. I'll give this an 86 out of 100, and I hope you guys check it out. I will probably leave some links in the description to the full album stream that I'm playing right now in the background. So peace the fuck out, guys, and have a great day.